across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prescott off play action. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Giants had 10-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
2nd and 5. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 47-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just have a break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
17 yards and a Giant 1st down. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, If he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, McCaffrey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Touchdown, Giants. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2nd and 4. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Prescott. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. These two teams all tied after one. From the 39, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Prescott. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have... down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check it to a throw the next time.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Back to throw here. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Prescott. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
This is caught at the 20. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Moore as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Looking to throw. Prescott. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good.
So that Charles has season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 75 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
To throw is Prescott. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because
We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Okay, right.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That's quickly out wide to Davis. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Ready, break. Ready.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their locker... next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deebo Samuel, 50 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Cowboys 28, Giants 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt.
See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
And I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they will take a knee here. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And the deficit will hold at 22. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was, that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And they take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And they will take a knee here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Dallas,
it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Giants,
the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.